Welcome back to Giggles and Glutes. We are into the new year, but we've reached that point where we are past the glitter, past the fireworks, and the new year, new me energy because the ball is already rolling and now we are in the real world.
Mm, exactly. And this is the point in the year where a lot of people start questioning their resolutions or starting to feel like they've already fallen off or lagging behind and they're just not going to make the next goal.
Yeah. And if that is you, take a second and breathe because you are not late. You are not failing because you are just human. And today's episode is your gentle reminder that you are not running out of time and it's completely and absolutely okay to slow down, to reset, and to realign. If this episode is something that you are into, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so that you can stay informed on tips and tricks to help keep you confident.
So let's start with reflection, but February style. January can feel like one big motivational high, and then suddenly real life hits and you fall off.
And a lot of people carry guilt that they didn't stick to the plan
Yeah.
perfectly. So, first, let's let go of that pressure.
And ask yourself, now really ask yourself, what expectations or habits from January am I ready to release? Guys, I struggle to say R so much. So when speaking today, and it sounds like weird when I'm saying R, just forget about it and move on.
I like that so much, things that we are ready to release because there are so many things that are unrealistic, these goals that we set for ourselves, this perfect world that we need to be living in, or trying
Yeah.
to do all the things at once, or comparing your journey to someone else's journey online, which a lot of us are guilty of these days.
Yeah, and you know, and you love doing this, is that writing down what you're letting go of really helps your brain to find that closure and helps to reduce the mental clutter. I know that we're all running around with too much in our heads.
Yeah. And I also think that a lot of the time we take things from the year before with us into the new year,
Yeah.
like old pressures that we had last year, taking it into the new year. And we have this resolution or this idea that we want to be this brand new year, new me. But you can't be a new you if you are taking all this old baggage with you. And when we think about it, it's not that you are giving up on those things. It's just that you are releasing all those things that
Yeah.
were never sustainable in the first place. Because why is it that you're carrying this thing into the new year every year, you know?
Yes, I was going to say that. It's this thing that you're carrying on your back, and every year you want to retry to do this thing and retry to do this thing, but maybe you and this thing is just not meant to
No
be.
job. And that's okay. Now, let's talk about gratitude and what exactly you have learned up until this point in your life. So, even if it was just making it through January, that is a win. It's a long, emotionally draining month for a lot of us.
Yeah, in Cape Town or South Africa, we always say January because everybody's worried, everybody's stressed out, everybody's doing way too much, and
Yeah.
everybody's broke because everybody was
I was just
falling out on December. So,
because we
yeah,
get that December salary and then it's like in peak festive where you just
yeah,
like, I'll get this
yeah.
drink. You guys want to go to this wine farm? Do you want to do this? Let's go.
But what you need to do is to ask yourself, what did I learn about myself in the last few weeks? What am I proud of for this year thus far?
Yeah. Even if it's just one tiny thing, like choosing to reset when you needed it or getting one good workout in, all of these tiny little acts, they do count towards a win.
Yeah, and gratitude shifts your brain from I'm behind to I'm growing, I'm improving, I'm taking steps forward to be the person that I want to ideally eventually be.
Yeah, yeah. And that mindset is everything when you are entering the rest of the year, because in theory, it's still early. We still
Yeah.
have time.
Yeah, I feel like we always think we have so much time, though, just on the opposite. Like, because the year starts so slow, and then after June, it's like July, August, September, October, November, December, finished, you know? But in the beginning of the year, it's like January, February, April, May.
It's like the start of a week, every
Yeah,
new week
yeah,
that we approach, and then we're like, damn, the weekend's over. But this
yeah,
week took so long, and it's
yes.
like December time, or even
Yeah, and
October
now look,
to
it's
December. It's
Thursday
like a
again.
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, now that the hype of January has kind of settled, or it should have by now, if it hasn't, then please tell us what you do, because we want to know how this January energy has not settled yet. But also, this is the
Yeah.
perfect moment for all of those soft intentions, the kind that actually last.
Yeah, the intentions are about how you want to feel, not what you need to achieve by March.
Like, instead of I have to hit the gym 6 days a week, try and say, I intend to feel strong and more connected to my body, and I will do that through movement, for example.
Or instead of I must be perfectly consistent every day, Monday to Sunday, you can try to say, I intend to show up for myself gently and steadily.
When goals are rooted in the feelings and the values, you're far more likely to stay consistent throughout the year and not
Yeah,
just in January. Because I feel like
yeah.
all of us have this. It's like you light this cannon, and it's burn fast, and then boom, the explosion. And then after that, you're like, oh my gosh, like you can't
Yeah,
keep doing
yeah,
this the entire time.
yeah.
So,
And that's why it's also so important to have your non-negotiables, like your minimum. Remember, we said in a couple of episodes when we were talking on habits, we were like, decide your minimum so that even on the bad times, you can still achieve your minimum. Let's say your minimum is just 30 minutes a week, then make
yeah.
sure that you show up for those 30 minutes a week. And here's how you can put this into practical steps, because February is the perfect time to restructure your approach if you haven't done so already.
Yeah. So let's run through what a gentle plan would look like. So you would pick one intention for each area of your life. Take a second and really sit with that and think about, what do you specifically want to achieve in your home, with your family, and with your friends. Then think about what you want to achieve in your work life, in your goals or aspirations, whatever you have on the side, like your side hustle, or things that you want to achieve aesthetically for yourself, things that you want to do more, skincare, hair routines, or whatever. Then you break all of those into micro actions. And the most important thing after doing this is that you have to celebrate every win, especially now. Because if in February you are going to be crucifying yourself because you didn't do this and you didn't do that, you're going to take this energy with you into the rest of the
Yeah,
year and just feel like you're constantly hustling every single
yeah,
time. And
yeah.
obviously, like, we don't want that, Otherwise, it's just going to feel like 2026 is a heavy year. And also, check in with yourself weekly, reflect, reset, and adjust. I'm already going to tell you, journal. Put that pen to paper, get rid of it, mental dump if you need to, voice note
Yeah.
yourself. And also try and add rituals and regulate your energy and your nervous system. I think a lot of us are constantly go, 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 go. We hit this burnout or we get really sick and we're like, our body just told us no. because you didn't actually take time to reset your nervous system and check in with yourself.
Yeah, for sure. And these small steps prevent burnout, like we spoke about last week, and it stops you from giving up by spring already. Or, yeah, I'm going with spring because now I'm living this side, but it stops you from giving up by spring and then thinking after the summer's over, damn, now I must start all over again. It eliminates feeling like you're constantly part of the rat race.
And also, something to remember when you are doing this is gentle consistency is more powerful than intense January motivation. So take your time.
Yeah, because that's what's going to carry you to the finish line. And honestly, February is the funniest month for goals.
I agree with you, because when you declare that you are waking up at 5 a.m. every day, meanwhile it's still dark at 7:30, like especially for you.
Do you understand my soul right now? Like, I wake up at 5:30 in the morning. It's dark AF at the moment, right? I drive to home in the dark. The time I leave my office at the end of the day, it's dark. So now I'm seeing a little bit of sun because I'm at home, because when we're recording I come home, but other than that, you go to the office in the dark, you come home, it's dark outside because 3:30 the sun's gone. So yeah, don't be setting unrealistic goals. In the beginning of winter, I said to my one client, I asked all of them who were my 6:30s, I said, do you want to do a later time in the day? The one said, no, she's fine. The other one said, no, she's fine. The third one said, she'll think about it, she'll let me know, but let's continue. The third one ended up moving her appointments to the afternoon because she kept canceling her morning appointments. And I said, it's okay. It's totally okay to be like, in summer, you want to get up, you want to get it done because you have that energy. So work with that energy. But if you know in winter that 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. is not your time for training, don't be setting those goals and then being disappointed that you set yourself up to fail. Don't do that.
Exactly. And the thing is also, like what Zoe just said now about setting yourself up for failure, basically, you need to be very intentional about the goals that you set for yourself. You need to be real and honest with yourself. You know the type of person that you are. So don't say that you are going to do this thing knowing good and well that you are not the type of person to do that, because life is going to test you on top of the goal that you are setting for yourself. Things are going to happen that you did not expect. They're going to be curveballs constantly. If you're a mom, it's always unpredictable. So we can elaborate on that. And work or travel, whatever the case may be. So set your intentions intentionally.
So now I think we should get into how to do an emotional reset, because sometimes it's your mind that needs the reboot, not your actual habits.
Yeah, 100%. Ask yourself, how do I actually want to feel this year? I feel like that question holds so much power, because we have many experiences of going into January, the new year, the burnout, the feeling like you've disappointed yourself. Do you want to feel heavy going into this new year again? Not in January, but in April. How do you want to feel in April? How do you want to feel in July or even December?
And then you need to visualize it. You know, when you are in, I think it was like grade 2 or grade 3, you had to do a little project where you had to draw yourself and then you had to paste all the stuff that you wanted to achieve or that you wanted. It could either be goals or it could be physical items that you could paste down. I'm not sure if you guys did it, but we did it. And then we had to write down about each picture that we pasted. And I heard someone talking the other day, I don't know if you guys know Charlotte Dobre on YouTube, but she's like a reaction creator basically. And she always does a vision board. because she believes in a vision board so much, and she says that when you have this thing in your eye and you're looking at it all the time, it's more likely that it will happen or that you will achieve it. There's also a new study out at the moment that people who feel rich are more likely to become rich eventually, and it's just because of manifestation. So
Yeah.
visualize what you want, visualize what you want to see, and if you need to take it a step further, then go find a picture of that thing, cut it out, put it in your diary. You don't have to put it up for everybody to see, but put it in a place that you can easily look at it, where it can either be a motivational thing or it can be a driving force to keep you going, because your brain responds to imagined experiences as if though they are real. That's why dreams can sometimes feel like, oh my gosh, you were like hanging on a cliff of the mountain. Yeah.
Yeah. And please be kind to yourself. Nobody actually has the perfect January. Like, if we think about it, everybody is going into January actually tired because you're either traveling or the festive season had you by the balls and you never actually got to rest on your leave. Because that's what happens. A lot of us start the new working year exhausted
Tired.
because we
Yeah.
were too festive, during December actually. And the thing about this is also, the reality is that nobody actually is 100% consistent, or at least they don't even stay 100% consistent. So have compassion with yourself so that you can keep going for longer than your discipline alone.
And a gentle mindset builds real resistance. When you can be forgiving to yourself, like we spoke about last week, you will build mental resilience.
Absolutely. So you're probably wondering, okay, Donaé and Zoe, we hear you. You're talking a lot of words, but how do we put this action into some steps? How do we make this happen? So things that you could do is that you could write down the pressure or the expectation that you are actually releasing. Think about it, write it down. Then note what you are proud of from the first month of the year, something that you actually stuck to, an intention or goal that you set that you actually did. Then you can choose 3 soft intentions for the rest of the year. How do you want the rest of the year to go? How do you want to feel throughout the rest of the year? And then you break them down into micro actions. And again, you add a ritual to that supports your peace and your energy. And then again, you reflect weekly. I can't stress this enough, but also gently to guide yourself is what this reflection is actually for.
Yeah, for sure. And this is how you build a year that starts to feel aligned and sustainable and not rushed all the time.
And that's exactly what we want. Year in and year out, people are like, oh my word, time is going by so quickly. The year flew by. Why did the year fly by? Because you didn't
Yeah.
actually take a second to pause.
To
You were
breathe,
constantly busy. Yes, you're living your day by the hour, booking appointments every single hour, busy, busy, busy. Of course, time is going to run.
Yeah.
So when you slow down, it's like we spoke about in the previous episode about when you eat your food, to eat slowly so that you can pay attention to the textures, so that you can enjoy the experience. It's exactly the same thing with life.
Yeah.
You can't rush through it and then expect to feel rewarded or like
Yeah.
you enjoyed it. So
Yeah.
take your time. And that's a wrap for episode 5 of our series, your February reset episode. And we wanted to do this so that we could remind you that you are not late and you are not running out of time.
So, thank you for joining us from the high of January into the real life flow of February. And we are always cheering for you, so don't forget to take the pressure off. Soften your approach, soften the muscles on your forehead, rub them, and don't forget to find your peace.
Absolutely. We will see you next week. And remember, you are exactly on time. Your time.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Bye.